problem someone throws at them. Kim Jiyeon, she has just fought through some of these matches, and now she looks very sharp. When she was fencing her teammate in the semifinals, looking very sharp with her game. What do we have? Very athletic fencers on the piece today for the finals. Not that everyone's athletic, but these tend to use footwork and distance as part of their game. What do you think we're expecting?
I think the most important thing is that both of these fencers are really patient fencers. So it's going to be about who's going to be able to adjust the quickest. They're both going to score some touches, and the other person really has to adjust to it, and who's going to be the most patient. When you want these actions to work, it's about being in the right distance, doing it at the right time, and that requires a lot of patience, especially when there's a gold medal on the line.
We talked a little bit, I was earlier with John Southfield, the British Sabre coach, and we were just talking about how as we move up to the finals, that it's about not having too many mistakes.
No, the top fencers are not making mistakes. They're actually creating mistakes from the other fencer.
You can hear the hometown crowd as Kim scores the first touch.
They were pretty silent before because it was two Koreans, but now they're ready to scream. So Olga is pulling out her bread and butter touch, starting off the belt.
And what is her bread and butter touch?
So basically what she does is she comes in really sharp, makes you think she's going to finish, and then as you're finishing, she gets out the way, and then she hits you with a really nice, really fast repost that's usually double advanced lunge.
What I've seen from her today is this sort of control of distance, and she's never really out of distance. Oh my gosh, that was blazing fast. Did you blink? Because I kind of blinked and almost missed it.
I blinked, but I'm Sabre, so I saw it even when my eyes were closed. So Kim is great because, like I said, she's really patient. So when Olga's coming with that fast attack, she's waiting for it and she's ready to do something about it.
Sabre's like a really fast sort of call and answer almost. You know, one person decides, okay, I'm going to pull this out. The next person solves that problem. You almost need to be 2 steps ahead.
You definitely need to have plan A, B, and C. And I think, so this touch, we're looking at the replay. We're going to see who exactly had the attack.
So here, you said feet first, then hand.
Feet first, then hand. So to me, it looks like Olga's hand is coming out a little faster, but the ref said simultaneous.
So Kim makes that nice, patient, slow start, and then feels
Finishes
that she
her attack.
finishes.
So that's a touch that we're going to go to replay for. Kim did a nice little jump parry 2, covering underneath her arm and finishing her repost.
And she's saying that it's parry or post,
She's
not.
saying it's parry post, and the ref changed it.
So what's interesting is, and we've been talking about the change in time after Rio, where it now both lights go off instead of just one. So these parry or posts that didn't used to happen or go off are now going off.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of extra time to get that parry, but her parry 2 is pretty strong, so she was still getting it when the lights were different.
Kharlan fell or slipped.
Yeah, Olga slipped a little bit.
Kharlan actually slipped a little bit. Her shoes, something wrong with it in the semifinals. She slipped a little bit as well.
She just is so committed to pulling distance. Sometimes her body moves a little faster than her feet.
If you are watching fencing for the first time, this is one of 3 Olympic weapons. The target area is from the hips up, and it is the fastest. So you'll see that the timer isn't going to go off that at 8. Whoever reaches 8 first with the end of the first period, and then we'll go into a second period and go to 15 touches.
So like we thought, this bout's going pretty much touch for touch. So that touch, Olga thinks that she was able to get her arm out as quickly as Kim's, but let's look at the replay.
So again, look at the feet, then the arm. They both come forward. Whose arm is coming out first?
Agreed. I think that both of their arms are coming out pretty much at the same time. But the ref says that Kim's came out first.
Yeah, and that's the thing about both the referee and in video replay. It's you get a chance to look at it, and he's the one that makes the final decision.
Nice. That was a nice attack. Kim parried, and then Olga counter parried.
in fast succession. If you do blink, you miss those counter parries, or parry is a block.
So Kim finished her attack with her flunge that she's pretty famous for. Really useful because it throws the other person's defense off. You don't really know what to do in that timing.
That's an amazing push off the back leg and land on one.
Nice parry post from Kharlan.
Kharlan within 1 to tie Kim. Amazing. All that setup.
You just keep the right distance. Keep the right distance. Just keep your blade right at her arm.
We see the counterattack and Kharlan missing in the replay. Here, coming forward, all that setup.
Yep, so Kharlan said not again.
So what did she change?
She changed the entire push. So she's doing stutter steps, stutter steps, stutter steps. Also,
and getting in closer, maybe.
Right, Kim just did a counterattack, so the next touch she's probably going to parry. So Kharlan knows that she's not going to cut straight.
Kharlan wants to go to video. This is an important touch because it means that Kim would go 2 up into the break.
Also, this action that she's doing, she's trying to get Kim to stop and take over. That's kind of one of her famous touches. So if it's not working, which the ref decided it's not, Kharlan's going to have to figure out, is she going to keep doing that action, or is she going to switch to something else?
So the first period went exactly how we thought. These two very strong fencers are coming touch for touch, but Kim has come out on top in the first period. So if you're Kharlan and you just said that getaway go isn't going to work, or maybe it might work at a different time, what is she going to do in the second period?
So right now, Kharlan's doing the action where she's trying to get Kim to stop and just take over. That's sometimes working, sometimes not working, but what is working is every time she commits to fully pulling distance and making Kim short. Kim's falling short every time. So if I was Olga, I would keep doing that and then make really long, strong finishes at the end of the strip, and then I would transition to something else in a couple of touches.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's all about distance and timing, isn't it? And it seems like when Kharlan makes the distance a little bit closer, she's able to land the attack,
right,
or to catch, preparation pair or post. But as you said, if she wants to pull distance, then it has to be longer. So she has to make a choice at the very beginning.
Yeah, and I think she just needs to commit to one of those actions, see how that's working, and then use that to either attack or go for preparation in the box to keep Kim on her toes.
So this is the second period of the gold medal match at the Seoul Grand Prix. Kim Jiyeon, the 2012 Olympic gold medalist, is ahead 8-6 against legendary Olga Kharlan, who we don't have time to list all her medals.
Oh, we don't.
At the very least, it's 14 Grand Prix gold medals.
Nice. So that was a nice attack from Kharlan, so she's putting more pressure on Kim in the box. That's a 2 on guard lines where they're both standing, that area in between.
So like we said, a little bit of change of timing or distance, and Kharlan looks to me just to be a little bit closer this time. And again, with that close distance, being able to make parry posts and adjusting. So
right
now we have a new match.
Yep.
I feel like when it ties, it becomes a new match.
So what is Kim going to stick with her plan or change to something else? That's nice. So Kharlan went back to the action where she's trying to make him stop and take over really quickly. But Kim is really fast on her feet, so she's going to keep putting pressure on Kharlan and not give up so easily. So in that touch, in Sabre, we have an action called tack no repose, when your foot lands before your hand finishes. And Kim was able to keep the distance really close so she can get that touch.
One light, Kim kind of held her arm back a little bit. 10-10 here, we're trying to go to 15.
All you need is 5 touches.
So it looked to me they both stopped and they both went in. I think Kim is trying to figure out, how many videos do I have? I don't think she has any left. So the call has to stand.
Right, in that touch, they both stop, but then Olga starts faster with her feet, and that's why it's her attack. Olga's fired up.
She pulls away with one touch.
She's got it. She's got a game plan.
Yep. I think this is the first time she's really been, in a while, she's been ahead by 2.
Right. Oh, nice. That was a nice attack. So she took a really fast step, but then she slowed down her lunge, and Kim wasn't able to do anything defensively about it. It's a big touch right here. Kim needs to get this to be able to really stay in it, and she does.
So
nice
it's not over
attack.
till, we've said it's not over till it's over. So a little bit of change. You don't see the body language with Kim change at all. Here she goes, that counterattack. Kim sets up a different counterattack.
So now Kharlan's kind of afraid to attack. So let's see if Kim can land this attack. Olga's moving.
There's the patient attack you were talking about.
Probably with a lunge at the end. Let's see. Oh, no, normal lunge.
Kharlan was, she's looking at her coach. I think Kharlan was looking at her coach and saying, well, I was trying that pair of posts. I wanted to wait till the end there, and then she just misses.
She tried to change the distance to make him react, but she's so patient. It's just really hard.
It seems like when she really lengthens that distance that she doesn't get that pair of posts.
Right. She's not as sharp. But Kim's also really good, so it's difficult to say. Oh, nice.
There, the distance closes, then she makes pair of posts. But that's the thing we've seen about Kharlan is she's almost 2 steps ahead or thinking ahead, but she's 1 point away now from another Grand Prix gold here. Well, Kim's not giving up yet, is she?
Oh, no, definitely not. Definitely not. She went for the same action, Kharlan, but Kim changed the timing of her finish.
So here's a big touch. We could either win it or tie it up.
Touch.
This is a big touch here.
And the Koreans think it's Kim's attack. Let's see what the refs say.
The referee goes straight to video. We can see it here.
Yes,
feet
and
arms.
Yep, Kim's arms coming out. And this is why it's really important to use your videos at the end of the bout. Now it's fortune
tied up. You can hear the crowd going crazy in the background. Both of them are within 1 for the gold medal here in Seoul.
But they're both really confident fencers, so I'm sure that whatever they choose, they're going to be 100% with their action.
Whatever they choose, they have to do it now.
Oh, my goodness.
This is unbelievable. Kharlan is able to make her stop. She wants that.
She made her stop, slipped a little bit, throw off the rhythm.
Kim
all part
says,
of the plan.
I just went. So we have to go to the replay.
And what's the action going to be? Yep, attack no from the right.
Unbelievable touch by Olga Kharlan to win the 2019 Sabre Grand Prix just by 1. It was unbelievable.
I knew it was going to be close, yep.
She did a Kharlan, but it was to a point where you couldn't even see like that getaway go.
It happened so, and then it's funny when you're fencing her, it feels the same way. All of a sudden she's there, and all of a sudden she's not.
Unbelievable fencing by this legendary Ukrainian fencer, extremely focused, ready.